In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Desmos Test Mode in order to verify an answer that you have calculated when solving an equation that has a single variable. So I've got a single variable equation here, and if I type it into Desmos Test Mode, it's going to come up and say single variable equations are disabled. So it's not going to let me do it this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the left side of the equation on one line and the right side on another line. So, and notice that when I got rid of the equal sign in the right side of the equation, it came up and it said add slider Z. So I'm going to go ahead and say, yep, add the slider. Then on my whiteboard or my paper, I'm going to solve this equation and come up with the answer that I think is correct. And when I do that, I come up with negative 43 over 14. Pretty unsure about that. So I'm going to just type it in. And what happens are two things. First, it tells me what the decimal value is of that negative 43 over 14. But it also says that if it uses that value in this top expression, it would equal 39, which is what we wanted to do. So we know this is the correct answer. Let me show you something else that Desmos will do. If we type this in as an X instead of a Z, it's going to graph it, which that's kind of nice. However, it doesn't give me a slider. I mean, I can put in my left side and my right side. I have no slider. And so I don't really have a way to do anything. I could say X equals negative 43 over 14. That doesn't really give me anything. So without my sliders, it doesn't work. So if you ever have to solve for X, just the first thing to do is go ahead and just change it to a different letter, anything but X or Y. So if I change it to A, it gives me my slider, and I'm back in business. Okay, let's look at our second equation. Our second equation, I'm going to put the right side or the left side on my first line. I'm going to put the right side on my second line. Then I'm going to go ahead and add the slider. And when I solve this on paper, I come up with negative 1.5. So I'm going to put that in for my W. And I can see that both of my expressions have the same number. So I know that this is the correct answer.